Hey everybody, welcome back to Drawbridge Finance. My name is Levi Woods, and today I'm going to be answering that age-old question: should we do dividend stock investing or growth stocks? Hey everybody, welcome back to Drawbridge Finance. My name is Levi Woods, and as always, I'm not a professional investor. I don't work in the finance industry, and this is an opinion channel about money. Now today, I want to talk about a question from one of my subscribers. I'm going to take a stab at his name. It's Shannerteep, so thank you so much for the shout out. His question today, it says, "Thanks Levi, your videos are awesome. I've been watching and gathering many YouTuber ideas and trying to sum them up so I can try my own journey. At the moment, I'm in my late 20s and just started to invest. People always seem to pursue for either dividend or growth stocks. Why can't it be both? Or consistently investing in dividends and swing trades for some good opportunity on growth? Is there any of your suggestion for a young investor who wants to have the most profit, probably around 15% yearly, until his 40s, then he might adjust his portfolio on high dividend payout so he could retire early himself living off his dividends?" Now this is a fantastic question, and this is something that I looked at when I was younger. I've had multiple portfolios over the years, and I have a large portion of my wealth is in dividend paying equities. And part of the reason for that is because I've been through a couple of cycles of recession, and I know that those dividend paying portfolios have been a little bit softer hit during the times when the market corrects itself. So this current point in time, I'm actually quite dividend portfolio or like dividend equity heavy in my portfolio, but that doesn't mean that I don't have growth stocks. I have probably around 12% of my portfolio in straight up growth stocks. So these are stocks that don't pay dividends at all, like Amazon, Google. I don't actually have any Apple. It pays a small dividend. But what I found for myself is that I wanted to diversify away from dividend paying equities, and I wanted to figure out a way that I could make a regular income without actually investing in growth stocks or necessarily swing trading. Now for swing trading, I definitely have done it in the past. I found that personally, I don't love that it's not a leveraged product. I have to put in large amounts of capital to tie them up in a directional way. So you have to be right with a swing trade. It's like if it goes up, you're either going to limit your losses really tight, which is smart, or if it's going to go up quite dramatically, and then you need a large position. You know, to put in like $10,000 to see a 1% gain make a significant difference to your account. And I didn't really like moving that kind of money around personally. So although I have done it in the past, it's something that I just didn't really feel comfortable with. And maybe that was because I got stung too many times. I started to realize that I wasn't very good at it. I couldn't predict when it was going to go up, and it would just automatically hit my stop limit and I would lose money on those trades. Although small, I always keep my losses small. But that was one of the things that I shied away from swing trading. But that doesn't mean that I wasn't looking for other opportunities, and that's kind of how I came across being an options trader. I started to look at other ways where we could play the upside and the downside of the market. And one of the things that I found were options. And one of the nice things about it is that I can leverage my money 2 to 1 in a margin account. So that's nice in itself. So when I do have a gain, it's double compared to a traditional swing trade. And it's really easy to hold a short position. If I'm looking at a stock that's way overvalued and I think it's going to go down, I can hold a longer term position and ride it out until it actually goes down. I can take my time with them. It's one of the nice things about being an option trader is that I'm actually selling time more than I am anything. I'm selling the fact that time goes by, and that is how I make my income off of that. I don't have to be directionally right as I would have to in swing trading. I can play neutral positions all the time and be profitable on a good percentage of the time. And it's a lot more exciting. That's one of the reasons why I took options as the route to add to my dividend and to my growth equities that I already had in my account. Now, options are just the path that I took, and there's many other things that I can do. I could do Forex trading if I wanted. I could trade options on futures. You could do cryptocurrency. In fact, I do trade a very, very small amount of cryptocurrency. And those are things just to try to keep me engaged in the market as a whole. But really what it comes down to for me is I want investing to make me money with not a huge amount of effort. I don't want to be tied to my computer and sit at my computer 8 hours a day. That's not my intent of my trading. I like to check my option trades in the morning and then go on with my day. And so that's the route that I took. And I think one of the reasons for me that I've stuck with options and I'll continue to stick with options is just because of comfort. I mean, once you become an options trader and you kind of know the scenarios, I've gotten a little bit complacent and a little bit lazy. I know how easy it is to make money off of them, so I've used that as my secondary income stream, secondary to my dividend payout that I get on a monthly or quarterly basis. And it gives me enough excitement. I don't need to be searching for new ideas all the time and be constantly trying to reinvent myself. I just want to make a comfortable living off investing, and that's what I found has worked for me. Now, I guess back to your question, the real thing is, why can't you do both? Well, absolutely. I mean, I typically trade way more options than I do dividend portfolio stuff. So my dividend stuff is actually really, really boring. It doesn't move a lot. I just kind of add to it and collect the dividends. But my option trading is where I like to actively trade. But I also have growth and cryptocurrency. I mean, we should all be diversified as much as possible, because when the next market correction comes, there's going to be certain areas of our account that get hit harder than others, and we don't want to put all our eggs in one basket. Well, I hope this answers your question today, and I hope if anybody else has any other questions for me, please feel free to leave them in a comment below. I try to make videos on them where I can, otherwise I just spit out a little answer. And if you haven't subscribed, you definitely should subscribe to my channel. I make a new video every Sunday, so check that out. If you guys want to check out my Patreon account, I'll put up a link right up here. You guys can check that out if you want to follow all of my trades when I put them on. And remember, if you're enjoying my videos, hit that like button down below. It helps me a ton. Subscribe, make sure you turn on your notifications bell, because if I'm doing a video specifically on a stock that I'm buying that day, you will miss out if that notification bell isn't turned on. Anyways, that's about it for me today. You guys have a great weekend, and let's get rich together.